Hi, it's your girl Jill, aka Joey Vanilli, and I'm here with my bitch,
Nick, aka Nicoletti Spaghetti.
and this is the Wasted Truth podcast.
Hi, we're back.
Hi, guys.
We're in a new space today as well, and so it's been like a
Where
work
we
in
at?
progress. We're at Goodtimes, my other bar.
We're at Goodtimes having
Yeah.
having a great time. We have a really fucking awesome guest, Alli.
Yes.
Hi, Alli.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Alli. There you go.
Alli, you're awesome. Like, you wear a lot of hats. You're a fucking amazing bartender. You're a writer, a TV personality, and a VP at Quintalisa.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
doing it all. We're
Dude.
doing it all for sure.
She
I'm
does wear
excited.
many hats.
Yeah, I'm excited
Yes.
to learn more about all of that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Which is why we do this podcast. Are you cracking it?
Yeah, I'm gonna crack
Do it.
it.
Nice. Delightful.
I'm drinking a non-alcoholic beer. But should we start this off with a shot?
Yeah,
Probably,
obviously.
right?
Hold on. I got to reach a little bit. Here you go, baby.
Can you? There we go. Long arms, long arms, long arms. Okay, so we're obviously shooting Quintalisa.
So I like to say we're going to sip it, not
We're going to
shoot
enjoy it.
Okay,
We're
so
not
She's
shooting
a
it.
classy girl. You know, you got to start her up slow.
Okay,
But
you should lead the way.
there's a lot of layers to this. That's why I always say it too, right? I mean, I
Cool.
think it's in the biz, it's the ultimate handshake to do shots. And I
Yeah.
love it. But like I like to extend it again, just to sip it. This is a double barrel reposado. That's what Quintalisa is. It starts first in a whiskey barrel for 2 months, and then it sits in a coffee barrel for 3 months. We created this coffee barrel process. It's a proprietary thing. It's never been done
Awesome.
before. So we love to lean in telling people like this is not infused. It's not a liqueur. There's actually no additives. It's organic. Like we have our land, we have our agaves. We're a sustainable company. Like we really care about these things. So
Yeah.
don't race it down your throat.
Okay.
I'll
Fine.
Fine, I'll do it.
Well, cheers.
So
cheers,
against us.
cheers,
Cheers.
cheers.
Thanks for being on.
It's
Wait.
so good.
I love this so
Is
much.
this
That's
your
kind
first
of the
time
goal.
trying it, Jill?
Yes.
I feel like it
Oh,
is.
wow.
Yeah, it is. I've had it before, obviously.
Yeah.
But
The coffee definitely comes through.
Yeah, and it's interesting to people's
Wow.
palates, right? Like some people are more whiskey forward, they're more like coffee forward in their palate. Just kind of depends. And it's funny too the amount of like converted drinkers that we have, right? People are like, oh, I don't drink tequila
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
or I only drink Casamigos because they don't know better. But I always say like I'm a whiskey drinker first and
Yeah.
a tequila drinker second. So this appeases so many like people across the board because of the flavor profile. It's
Yeah.
actually more like a rye with these spicy notes.
It's so good.
we have it on like our specialty cocktail menu at Goodtimes here, and we have it in an espresso martini, and it's like so bomb like
Yeah.
that.
That's
makes
like
so much sense.
That's literally the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
Like, to have it
And
in
you know
that.
what too, like everybody does, and I get it, but I also feel like you can put whatever in an espresso martini if you're adding like a lot of
Yeah.
sugar, like
Right.
cinnamon or what have
And I
you.
don't like my espresso martini super sweet. I feel like that's just
Yeah.
enough to like.
Me personally, I'll do this with a little less like demerara or a simple syrup and a little kick of Montenegro. Because those baking spices with these notes,
Yeah.
all day.
Killer.
It's
So
so good. So you guys if you've never tried it, please go buy a bottle.
Pick up a bottle
It's
today.
yeah. Like what states is it in already? I know like you're still getting
Yeah,
here.
so we've only been distributed for a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're a brand new company.
Yeah.
We went barrels to bottles 3 years ago officially.
Mm-hmm.
And we just started full distribution last year. We were doing like self-distro for a bit, but we won the brand battle last year, which is like
I
winning
know.
Shark Tank for brands.
Yes.
What?
So
Tell
once-
us more about that.
So essentially brands from all over, not even just America, honestly, like international companies, what
Yeah.
have you. They come in, they do the brand battle where you pitch it in front of the best of the best restaurateurs, connoisseurs, people who have been, running programs for 20 years. And there's a whole panel up there. They do a tasting. You do like an elevator pitch of why
Sure.
you should win, literally exactly like Shark Tank.
I love Shark Tank.
But it's at the WSWA, which is a national conference that people fly in like thousands and thousands of distributors, different vendors, restaurant people, what
This
have
is big
you.
shit.
Yeah.
It's huge. So when we won that, it put us on the map extraordinarily because we launched this product. We're a Miami-based company. That's where our headquarters is, right? Obviously, the tequila's from Mexico.
Shout out to Miami and Mexico.
You know.
Oh.
But, yeah, I was like,
Hold on. There it is.
Got it. There she is.
We got there.
there's the ding. So being a Florida-based company and then winning this, we got every Total Wine, like instantly. We went
Awesome.
into Epcot. We're in the Mexico Pavilion.
What? Are you really?
Heck yeah.
Wait,
And
that's-
actually, it's Jesse Sanders' birthday.
Oh, shout out
And
Jessie. I know
Happy
she's there
birthday,
right now.
Jesse.
They
Yeah.
are in Epcot as we are recording this, hopefully drinking my tequila.
They better be.
in another country.
It's just shit like that. You don't even think about like how you. I didn't even that didn't even cross my mind to get your liquor into fucking
Disney.
And, you know,
Disney.
that's like a clout move, right?
That
Like
really
is.
there's nobody that I have a conversation with when I drop this information. Like they're like, that's cool.
That's immediately
cool.
So I'm so unfamiliar, but is Epcot where you can drink around the world?
Yes.
Oh
Sure
my
is.
God, I'm so jealous.
Sure is.
That's I've never been. Obviously, I have a 2-year-old, so like at some point we're gonna go to Disney, but like selfishly,
Okay, but
we're
like-
gonna go to Epcot.
You have to.
When you guys go, can I come too? I want to drink around the world with you guys.
Absolutely, we're bringing
With Wolfie.
grandmas. They're
I want to
watching
go
the-
sponsor the margaritas
Okay,
at
bet.
Mexico. I'll see you there.
So whenever
yeah.
I see those TikToks of people like drinking their Mexican, I'm assuming they probably have like a Paloma or a margarita or whatever it is. Like it's your tequila.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
badass.
dude, that's a flex.
That is
It's awesome.
badass.
And we're in the tasting room as well. So that is
Cool.
incredible. So we can go down there. Like I personally love to do it with like a little sangrita because the sangrita there is incredible. But yeah, it's just fucking awesome.
What the hell? Yeah, I had no. This is so fun.
I know, right?
For a brand new brand, we smashed.
You guys
Yeah,
literally came
immediately.
out
And
fucking
it was
swinging.
winning that brand battle that really changed it for us because I've been doing consulting for a bunch of startups for a while.
Yeah.
I've been in the biz for a long time. And the progress that company has made in the short amount of
Short
time,
amount of
we're probably at like people's like 4-year mark.
Yeah.
Not even
It just shows
That's
how
awesome.
fucking awesome the brand is, and also just like how awesome the product
How
is.
good the
like,
product
clearly,
is.
Yeah.
I mean,
clearly
it
you're
truly
doing
is.
it right.
Yeah, we're trying.
Yeah.
We've been hitting it hard, but
Well,
it's,
hell yeah.
it's good. Yeah.
So let's back it up. Let's learn more about you. Where are you from? How long? Like, tell me. about
How'd you get into the industry?
What's the Alli lore?
How much time do we have? So
About an hour.
Yeah, about an hour.
I'm from New York, so a couple more tequilas. You will hear my accent come out a bit more, I'm sure. But from New York, I've lived everywhere. I lived in Vegas, I lived in LA, San Diego, Texas, Florida.
Wow.
Just, opening bar programs, opening bars.
That's awesome.
I've owned bars, just run them. Then I started doing general consulting, writing menus. And now I'm on Bar Rescue. I was on last season. I'm filming this season
Can't
right now
wait to get into
too.
that one.
I mean, life is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I was just some kid that was opening beers in the village, and here we are.
Yeah.
Like it is crazy too. And, not to throw it in everybody's face, shout out to my 20-year high school reunion right now. But like bartending is a career. And like
Absolutely.
I'm the VP of a
Facts.
fucking company right now
Yeah.
because of that. And the people you meet and the network you have and it's crazy.
What was
it really
what
goes
was
to show?
what
Like
was
just
your-
hustle works.
Yeah. Oh, as long as you hustle is everything. What was your first job in New York? Bartender or in the industry, whatever it may be.
Well,
what was it?
My first bar job ever was at a place called Big Daddy's in Tallahassee.
Wait, shout out to Big Daddies.
Hold
I
on,
know
wait,
Big Daddies.
Wait, hold on.
Daddy.
That was made for that moment.
So if you think I wasn't 19 standing on a bar pouring shots in people's mouths, you're dead wrong.
It's a part of-
what I
Is it
think.
still around?
Yeah.
Really? Big Daddy?
Yeah, there's a Big Daddy's in around where I'm from
That's
in Illinois.
So funny.
Yeah,
Oh
there's
my
like
God.
they're like in college towns, I think.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
It's like the OG Coyote Ugly. I also worked at a Coyote Ugly. So
Okay, I can see you
there's a,
dancing on
there's
that
a lot
bar.
going on here. But that's where I learned to just be super fast.
Sure. Yeah.
And take no shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So like
That's a good
college
place to
bars too,
start.
like these kids are just banging on the bar, like everything's a nightmare. There's a fight every night. And it's like,
Yeah.
how do you control that? How do you pay attention
Yeah.
to everything that's going on? Like it sounds so crazy, but working in that like high stress environment, it saved my life somehow.
It is
Yeah.
once you've seen it all and you go through the craziest shit, like it just makes you an overall
Yeah.
well-rounded bartender
Yeah.
and person.
Yep.
And taking no shit is a key.
Top tier.
Huge.
Top tier.
And a
for
lot of
sure.
people don't have to deal with a lot of shit, and then like I don't know, they're 5, 6, 7 years into their bartending experience or lifetime, and then they don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, they're just panicked.
Yeah.
But then when I moved back to New York, my first like New York City bar job was at Off the Wagon, which is that company. Like they have like Down the Hatch. They've been around forever. I think they're like that bar is like 25 or 30 years old now.
Wow.
It's right in the village, right on McDougal Street, which is iconic. Right around the corner from like Cafe Wa, Minetta Tavern. Everything's right there. Dante's down the street. And what makes it even more full circle about like the bar rescue thing now is, I mean, in this brand in general, life is crazy. So when I'm like 20 years old there, chefs in that neighborhood, like line cooks, what have you, that are just like trying to get into the biz as well, they would come like unwind and have beers there and like shifties and what have you. these guys now are like Michelin star chefs. They're personalities.
Yeah.
They have their own shows. One was like on Chopped. The other guy was an actual host on Bar Rescue. So when this came about like 2 years ago, he's like, you wouldn't want to be on this show, would you? He's like, I need like a strong mouthy chick. And I was like, okay, I'll do it.
Here I am.
Like, I
like,
would have
wait.
never thought, because like I don't
Who got my LinkedIn profile?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it says. What the fuck?
But, like,
Yeah.
I don't do like TV stuff, but I would do a ton of demos and a ton of like training stuff. So
Sure.
like being in front of a camera never fazed me. You know, I literally talk the same and I'm myself, and just there's cameras present where some people like lock up and their voice goes up an octave or what have you.
100%.
Yeah.
So when I first started filming it, they loved me even more because they said I didn't have the HGTV voice that most people are like, welcome to this.
Like, just like fake as fuck. And, like,
What are
yeah.
we doing here, guys?
It's like your customer service voice, but like tenfold more when you're on camera. Like,
Yeah.
Because it always cracks me up. Like, obviously, like when we're doing this podcast, I talk very normal, like I do in real life. And then I can hear myself sometimes when I'm bartending going with that customer
Yeah,
service
of course.
voice. And I'm like, I sound so fucking fake.
Yeah.
Like, I hate this
Sometimes
so much.
you gotta
but
do it. Whatever gets
you
the
gotta
sale.
do it.
But
Hey.
yeah, it's just so wild how that happened. Like another one of the chefs there, also, like I said, that would just come and like rip shifties. He had fantastic chef. He was in New York City for a long time, started his own company, started Greenpoint Fish Company. And now he's in the Keys, like in Key West, just like
Living my
The
personal
dream.
dream.
ma'am, he is free fishing, like going out there, spearing, doing cool stuff, catching cool fish, and then like showing locals how to cook it, doing private dinners,
That's
doing all this stuff. Like
awesome.
he never lost like that
Yeah.
passion. He's just like, I'm done with that New York City thing.
With
but
that big
I'm gonna
city
go do this."
living.
But now
Give me
he's
the
doing
sun,
some like
give me a
cooking
beach.
demos with Quintalisa and stuff for me. I'm just like, this is so cool.
That's
how this
awesome. So you
happens.
met the guy that got you in contact to start Bar Rescue was just a regular
Yeah.
that came into your bar.
Yeah.
It's all about connections, ladies and
Literally
gentlemen.
when we were kids.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
and now, I mean, I'm gonna be 40 next year, but
well,
like,
you don't look it, babe.
thanks. It's
Not at
alcohol.
all.
It preserves me.
I always say
Organic
agave
products.
is good for you. Hot
is.
takes. Like,
I'm sorry, but you
never-
I want some more.
Yes.
of
Yeah,
this.
drink
I was
more.
like,
Let's
you
so
never
good.
feel like shit the next day. Brenda and I were literally having this conversation last night because like all the time he would just shoot rum at work. And I was like, bitch, just switch to tequila. You won't feel like shit the next
Yeah,
day. Like,
that's so real.
So
it's a real thing.
my husband Quint, he
Your husband
doesn't he doesn't love tequila,
I bet he would like this.
but I'm literally gonna make
honestly-
him
That's
drink
why
some
I
of
say,
this.
like,
Yeah.
I convert people all the time. Thanks, Queen.
God, it's so good. I'm not no shooting here today. I take back what I said in the very first 10
It's
seconds
a
of the
sipper. So even, we were talking about like espresso martinis and what have you, but like the versatility of this, like I always try and push people kind of away from that recipe as well.
Sure.
Because in a high citrus cocktail, like this plays like Pearl Diver's doing a painkiller and you swap this out instead because all those like flavor and
God, I
the
love a
coffee roll,
painkiller.
like it makes a difference. You do a regular margarita or a Paloma, all these flavors come out about 15, 20 seconds after you hit that like high citric acid. So it's just gorgeous.
I say
yeah.
fuck the cocktails. Sip this shit on fucking ice.
100%.
Or just not even on ice. I'd like it just
So I can't
Neat.
believe you said this. Like this, you're just my spirit animal. Our, we're doing like a recipe book, and we have like all these things like QR codes bring you to like all the fancy cocktails we do. Number one cocktail is just pour it on a fucking rock. Like
Yeah.
that's literally it.
Yeah.
Like we
Simple.
are so edgy about it, but like you should just be drinking this by itself.
it doesn't need anything else.
Nope.
And if it were to be in something, it's obviously gonna just elevate it to
Yeah.
like the next fucking
Because
level.
people are drinking cocktails. That's how you push it, But that it was like made to be a sipper. So,
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so first job, New York.
Yes.
How'd you make it to Nashville? I guess that's a loaded
Along
question
the
because
way,
it's
Yeah.
Honestly, I guess the fast answer is I travel a ton for work. So I was in Miami before this, and
I
just
love Miami
being
so
in
much.
That's
the
just
very
longer travel time.
base of the
Yeah.
country, literally, short of Hawaii.
Yeah.
I'm like, this doesn't even make sense. If I'm on a plane all the time, I'm forever just trying to fly out. Nashville's very equidistant.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
To East Coast and West Coast. I do love how centrally located
It's
it is.
so
like
good.
and like this, yeah.
and the airport is like international and they're getting a bunch of new flights and
This
everything's
airport
like
It's growing so
slaps.
fast.
Like
It's-
I'm a Delta mommy, and I'm
Okay,
through,
Delta
like,
mommy.
Clear, pre-check, 2.2 seconds in the lounge, having my tea, minding my biz. Like it.
Do you
this
have your real
airport's-
ID yet?
I had to yell at my boyfriend over not having a real ID. We went on a trip. I'm not even joking. A week ago.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
in-
does he not have a passport? Aren't
Girl.
they basically the same fucking thing?
Yes. Well,
You can still use a passport.
he
I always have my passport.
used his passport on the trip he's on right now.
Yeah.
But we're like in the car on the way to the airport, and I'm like, "You're a grown man, but let's ask the question. I go, you have a real ID, right? He goes, well, it's not fake. And I was like,
Oh.
oh no.
Oh no. Oh no, that's not the right answer. No, wait. No.
Where's the boo? We forgot.
I think it's this one.
So he's like snippy with me over this ID thing. And I was like, well, the good thing is you have clear. So
Yeah.
hopefully there's no issues, whatever. And of course he gets flagged, gets the little red sticker, you know.
Yeah, he looks sketchy.
Yeah, he looks.
Wait,
very-
they flag him?
Yeah. So they gave him a
Did he-
thing that's like, hey, you can fly, but like you have to get this ID. They're not stopping anybody from flying. They're just really pushing the whole thing.
So I will say,
was wondering
for those
about that.
listening, I lost my ID. Well, Quint lost my ID, first of all. And I just went online and reapplied because my picture on my ID is chef's kiss. And I didn't want to, like, it's the first time I've ever had a good ID picture. Went online, filled out like the replacement thing. It took like 2.5, 3 weeks. I was like, what? Did they forget? I like gaslit myself into thinking that I didn't actually apply for it. So I had to go through my email and find it. Whatever. They automatically replaced it with a real ID. I didn't expect them to do it.
that's
So when
good.
I got it, I was like, fuck yeah.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
didn't have to think
Noted.
about it.
That's awesome.
So let him know. All he's got to
He's
do is
on
go
his own.
online and say,
You're gonna have to do it for
apply.
him.
And it was like, whatever. I don't even know how much money I paid. Maybe like $30 or whatever. But
Yeah. So he learned his lesson. I was just, it's just so funny. He's like, well, how was anybody supposed to know? And I'm just like showing him around the airport all the signs.
They've had that signage and like on every website, like any government website for the past year and a half.
Every single week of my life.
Yeah.
Like
You were
I
well
see
aware.
It.
Yeah.
I be seeing it. But
You're seasoned.
Those listening, do y'all have real IDs?
If
Let us
not-
know.
Again, I have like a brand new passport that I had to renew like 2 years ago. So she's good for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm waiting for all the lines to die down. And also my photo on my ID is
Not
I was
good?
19.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like 12 years old at this point.
Which I feel is also crazy because people are like, oh, you don't look the same. It's like,
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah, I was like, I had
What
my
do you mean?
natural hair in it. Like,
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I-
She's got dark hair. We're opposite. So I'm a natural blonde. She's a natural dark
Really?
hair.
Yeah.
And we swapped.
Yeah.
I can't see you as a blonde.
Right?
Oh,
When we're done, I'll show you pictures,
We'll show
bitch.
photos. They're
Wow.
hilarious. She looks like a
It's
completely different person.
Insane.
The dark hair works for you though.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pain in the ass to upkeep because when my roots come in, it's
She
like
gets goth roots.
bald.
That's actually kind of hilarious to have this like reverse dynamic.
It's insane. Anyways, so tell us how you got started with Quintalisa.
Oh yeah, wait, no, you never finished how you got to Nashville. You
Oh,
decided
sorry.
to
Okay,
Nashville.
so
Back
yeah,
it
just honestly, like, traveling.
Sidebar with
Sorry.
ladies.
Thank you for keeping
traveling
me in
all over, and you know my markets are Florida, now South Carolina, Tennessee launch.
The
and New
Carolinas
York.
are so fun.
Yeah, so we're starting that like heavy in the next like month or two, like pushing that.
Cool.
Do you guys need some help?
Yeah, actually, yeah. So we'll talk after. Yeah, like Nashville, you know, it's the fastest growing city. I have a dog. I needed a yard for my dog. And I started
kind of dog?
dating
What's
a
your dog's
boy.
name?
So that's why I really came here, was to be with this
For
boy.
love.
That's
But
so
really for the
cute.
yard.
Yeah.
I have a corgi.
Oh,
He's 2.
His name is Hex, and I love him.
His name is Hex.
I love Hex.
Yeah, you
we
should.
get to dog sit him sometimes when they're out of town, and it
Yep.
makes me so happy.
And he was the runt of his litter, so he's
He's
teeny
so
tiny.
little.
Oh, he's
not-
actually teeny. Usually when the runts are small, you get them and they turn into like these massive
no,
fucking
he
animals.
is like
He's a cutie patootie.
75% dog.
Do you put clothes on him?
I don't.
Okay. I just know a lot of corgi parents that do.
I know. I'm
That's okay.
upfront crazy, not crazy like that.
That's good.
I just put like a handkerchief on him for like a season, you know,
Cute.
like it's Christmas. You're
Yeah.
done.
Or
But-
Quintalisa headband. Or not headband.
Oh yeah, a little
handkerchief.
handkerchief. That's a good idea, actually.
There you go.
Okay.
Walking representation, like a little walking ad.
Yeah. So obviously you travel a lot. So we're really thankful that you're able to make time with us
Heck yeah.
to talk about your brand. So back to my question. How did you start? How did this start? How did you get involved with Quintalisa?
Yeah,
And like,
so-
tell us about it.
Obviously, like I said, launched this in Miami, and the owner of this company, he's in Miami. He's a partner in Imperial Moto, which, you know, I used to do a lot of like brand work for Imperial Moto. If you guys don't know them, they're awesome. It's like a motorcycle gearhead coffee shop.
Cool.
Really pushing the whole NA thing, more of like a lifestyle brand than anything, like fantastic merch. They have the Gentleman's Ride coming up. They lean into like men's mental health and like really, really,
Wow.
really important stuff.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
really important. So I love that. And I would be there all the time and doing like brand work for them. I'm really good friends with the owner, obviously. And Mike is a partner in Imperial Moto. So I was running a bar at the time in Miami, and he was launching Quintalisa. It wasn't even in a bottle yet. Like it was still in a barrel in Mexico. They would be like pulling samples and like trying to get it exactly right. And he asked me, he's like, can I pick your brain about this? He's like, I've never been in the liquor biz. Like,
He needed you.
And at the time too, in Miami, like I was getting so much recognition. Like I was winning all these awards because it's very male driven.
Absolutely.
There was not a lot of females being spotlit there. And I also I sat on the community board. Like I was doing all the things. I'm like, how do we break in? Like what's going on? Like I'm a mouthy New Yorker, so I'm going to get a seat at this table. I promise you, like, one way or another.
Fuck yeah.
And he was like, yeah, can I pick your brain? Whatever. And it started so casually, just like conversations. He's like, if I ever need anything with like helps with photo shoots or like cocktail stuff, like could I ask you about it? And it started to snowball. And then I went on like, a little like ambassador retainer for them. And it just started growing. And the natural progression, he's like, I can't do this without you.
Was this 2 years ago?
2 years ago. Yeah.
2 years ago? Cool.
Yeah. 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 Cause we just started distro last year. So a little over 2 years ago. And those were just like honest initial conversations. And I wasn't really ever into looking into like a brand work like that because I'm like, I'm at a high point in my career where I can work with any brand.
Sure.
And honestly, like I said, like I'm a whiskey drinker first. But living in Miami, I was drinking a ton of tequila because it's just what you do there. So this just was hitting all the notes for me in every way. And I love that it's also a female master distiller. Like that's very important to me. And we just started snowballing up from there. And then last year we just had these like hard conversations of like, okay, well, we're going to the moon with this brand. Like, do you want to? He's like, I really can't. I can't run it without you.
Yeah.
And I knew that I was not ever going to leave this brand. I'll help in whatever capacity. I work with like a couple other brands as well that I adore. But yeah, this became my main baby, and like now we're going crazy with it.
So like, tell us about like what's like a day to day for you. Like what are you doing? I feel like you do a lot. Another loaded question.
I do a lot.
Yeah.
What's it like to be a VP of a tequila brand?
I think the hardest thing is being a part of a startup. I don't think it matters actually what it is. If it's vodka, if it's tequila, if it's clothing, running a startup is hard because you are doing everything, right? Like, sure, like it seems glamorous, like, oh, they're VP, like you just hang out and drink Starbucks, but like, absolutely not. Like I'm running around all the time, like in the warehouse, doing the samples, figuring out merch. I'm on the phone all day, all night, like closing these deals, figuring out sponsorships, and using our network to figure out like, who does this make sense for? What charities does this make sense for?
Yeah.
Like, who can we partner with? We have a golf invitational coming up this weekend. Like someone that I'm friends with, they're in charge of all this like celebrity outing stuff. So we do like a 2-day invitational where, it's like a $10,000 buy-in per person to play in this golf tournament.
Here in Nashville?
Here in
Money,
Nashville.
honey.
There's a lot of money in the city.
Is that where I find my husband?
Yeah, come.
Yeah,
I'll see you Monday morning.
Okay.
But like having those type of conversations, right, where I have one-on-one time with like my target market, which I always say is divorced dads. And these guys want something edgy. They want something cool that they can sip with their friends in a backyard. They're barbecuing, they're smoking cigars, what have you. That's my target market are these guys on the golf course.
Yeah.
So if I get one-on-one time and I'm like, try this, they're going to go buy it.
I feel like
they're
you're the type of person
to buy it.
You're just the person that just needs to get in front of somebody, and once you're in front of them, it's like it's a done deal.
They're already sold.
Yeah.
That's my weasel queen. Shout out to you. No, that's like I think that makes sense as to why people seek you out and they really they need you.
It is. I will say it definitely is tough because like I do a ton of admin. I'm always on my phone. I'm always emailing a million conference calls, but you have to have that judge too, right? I have to do a song and dance in front of everybody. And I always go into these more like machismo markets and I have to Trojan horse these guys.
Yeah.
Like it's 7 guys in polo shirts in every meeting. And then there's me. Hey, just the girl with the ponytail. And they have their ideas about me. They're like, oh, what time's your boss coming? Like they think I'm like the secretary. And they just talk over me. And I'm like,
you're like, I'm the boss.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
I'm the one in charge of this meeting right
exactly.
now. So.
I'll take the floor now. Yeah. And I'm going to keep that floor. Thank you.
This mic is for me.
Yeah.
So it is challenging. It's very mentally challenging.
I bet.
So hot yoga is my life. I can't stop talking about it enough.
Okay, so it's a good way. Another question that I like to ask people is like how you fucking find balance and what you do to like keep your head, like your mental in check.
It's that, definitely. Like every single morning, I pick up my phone and then before I answer anything, I kind of look at the order of operations, like all the emails and all the texts.
Yeah.
So I know if there's a fire or if there's not.
Sure.
And if there's not, then I put the phone right back down.
Absolutely.
And then I try and like read. I have a morning with my dog. Like I try and like have at least like 30, 40 minutes to myself before we just attack the problem.
Jump right
you
in,
know?
because that's how you get burnt out.
Yeah, 100%. It can't consume my life. It can't be the last thing I think about before I go to bed. First thing in the morning when you're working these crazy long hours. But definitely dog helps. Yoga is everything. You know, just like knowing when to say no to meetings and like
knowing when to say no, just in general.
I love it.
Facts.
Like I
You can
never
stop
used
right
to
there.
know how to say no. And like I said, like I'll be 39 this year and I was always just being over accommodating for everybody else. And I'm like, I'm doing already more than most people.
Absolutely.
So if I want this meeting to be at 2 instead of 12, it's going to be at 2.
It's
instead
gonna
of
be at
12,
2.
So I can go do something for myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And the job gets done. And
Regardless.
honestly, like I'm a better human for it.
Yeah.
You know, like when I'm full Alli, if I'm 30 hours of full Alli, it's better than 55 of burnt out Alli.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
time
That's such a
doesn't
good way
matter.
to put it.
time doesn't matter. I get more shit done when I'm like batting 1,000.
Actually on it. Yeah.
And also
100%.
time is money.
Yeah.
It
that's
is.
fine.
Yeah. Ugh, no, it's so true.
So back to the bar rescue. I know we were kind of bouncing all over the place, but like you said you were on the most recent season?
Yeah, so I filmed last season. I'm filming this upcoming season as well.
Okay, T.
So
back.
I was filming last month somewhere in the south, all the way south, and I'm filming in a couple weeks somewhere close to here.
I know. Wait. Okay, so who's the one doing the cold calls for Bar Rescue? Because it cracked me up so much. Because that's the thing that they do. They just go and like call all these bars in to whatever town they're going to be like, hey, I'm with Bar Rescue. Like,
They'll
Are you
ask. So a
interested?
lot of
Blah,
people submit, right? And I can't obviously give out too many details
Obviously,
about all
yeah,
this
yeah.
stuff,
but it
people
cracks me
submit.
up.
And like they're like, hey, come save my bar.
Help me.
And then you go back and forth. They do pitch videos, but like they also will like call around, just like ask, like maybe it's something that wasn't on your radar. It wasn't on my radar to be on the show, and somebody asked me.
And
So maybe if you're like, oh, I don't know, maybe I do want to be on the show.
Yeah.
Like, and they just pitch it, but it's like just
It's so funny to me.
a general, you know, some girl in an office calling around. But it's interesting because a handful of our friends
Got the call.
got the call.
Yeah.
I got the call. I got the call here and at Pearl Diver.
Honestly, like most times that I will go into these places that I love a dive bar, and I'm like, fuck, man, I don't want to change anything.
Sure.
It's like, this is good just the way it is.
You know, like,
Do you guys hit for like, I guess each season, I would assume, do you guys like hit a certain market?
yes.
You like, okay, so you're just kind of like not
Yeah, they'll do like regions, right? So it's
Okay.
like they're in the Midwest and they do a couple, and they're, you know, they try and stay in a territory.
Sure.
Because it's also helpful to know what you're up against, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's been very powerful for me. Like, I've traveled all over the country to see what people are doing. Like, what are
Sure.
you eating? What are you drinking? What do you really care about?
Yeah,
out
because
here?
like what people like in Miami,
Completely
they're
different.
not gonna
Yeah.
like that
Completely
same
different.
shit in fucking, I don't know, San Francisco or
Yep.
I don't know, New York kind of likes everything, or like Tennessee versus Miami.
Yeah,
like there's
and
obviously
there's different things that work and different things that never would, and it's like,
Absolutely.
oh, that's crazy. You don't have a bright gin cocktail, and they're like, all right, try it. You'll see why.
and they're like, what's gin?
Yeah.
And you're like,
And
oh
it's like, oh, I
boy, this
got
is gonna
it.
be a long
Oh,
episode.
we're starting from ground zero. Heard.
Maybe we put one and see if people have like interest, but it is important to like understand that lens that, you know, not everybody's the same in any way, shape, or form. Like, who are we to go in there and change that? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
well, it's important for us to like work with them. Like, what do you guys like? What are your friends like? How can we just improve it? I'm not here to like bust the whole place to pieces.
Yeah.
You know, so
It makes so much sense why they poached you, because you've just kind of been all over, like you said, and you kind of understand different things from
Yeah.
different markets and what people like and what people don't like. Is there anything? So I think in our text that we had sent you, like, is there anything advice wise? Like, do you see anything crazy that bar owners have done, or like, have you ever went into a bar and been like, oh fuck, like,
I always
is there
think
no
it's the
saving
same
for is there no
thing
saving this person?
over and over again, is that in those type of bars, like in a bar rescue setting, I feel it's very similar where like these guys don't know what they don't know.
Absolutely.
They go, oh, we go out eating and drinking, so we just buy
Let's-
food
let's-
and buy drinks and sell them, right? That's
Yeah.
that. It's like, oh,
Like, let's open
there's
a bar.
whole business behind it. But in general, of people I know specifically, people I've worked with consulting, even on the show, bar owners tend to do too much. It is very important for you to know how to do everything.
Sure.
But you have to teach other people and you have to delegate because you're one person.
Yeah.
So if there's 3 fires, you're one person.
Yeah.
That person needs to know how to do this.
They
That
try to
person
do
needs
too
to do
much.
that. Like
Totally.
they try and do too much. They take it all on. They crack, and then they probably leave halfway through a project. So actually, nothing just got done.
Yeah.
Now we just have 3 burning fires.
Yeah.
Nothing's
They
been
don't
put out.
delegate.
They have to delegate. It's like so important for you to know how to do everything, you have to teach other people how. And I watch it happen all the time. So that's like my biggest save your bandwidth, dude.
Yeah.
Teach someone. And also too, it's like empowering. Like if I was like a head bartender and my bar owner would like push me to the side and just do the task, like I'm like, oh man. But if they taught me, I'm like, this is my job.
Yeah.
I know how to, every time this goes out, I know how to fix it.
Yeah,
Totally.
and then you're like taking more of like a leadership role,
Yep.
and like
And you give a shit about
and you
your
give a
job
shit.
more.
Exactly.
Like it's not hard.
I love giving a shit about my job.
Yeah.
I care about what I do, and I'm proud of what I do.
Owners
and so
think they give it away by
Yes.
doing that. It's like you're not giving away your power. You're
No.
creating more. I promise.
exactly.
Where can we watch Bar Rescue?
On TV.
Like
Wait, this is even funnier.
stupid. What streaming service is it
It's
on?
on Paramount.
Okay, Slay. Got it, Paramount.
So this is even funnier. So my mom, who is 83 and a snooty woman, I keep like
Is
telling
she still
her,
in New
like-
York?
No, she's in Florida. She's
Okay,
retired doing the pool thing.
Nice.
And, we were talking about like being on like this TV show, and I really underplay it because I don't get into it too much in my
Yeah.
mom. I'm like, yeah, I'm filming a TV show, and she just has like normal cable. She doesn't have all the apps and all the stuff. So then when the show aired, she's like, well, how do I watch it? I was like, oh, it's on Paramount. She goes, oh, so you're not on TV then?
Oh,
I was like,
fresh call out.
such a
I was
mom
like,
thing.
okay, but she's probably like flipping her book, like just not caring about
you
me.
can
I'm like,
find me in the
TV
fucking
guide.
the TV
Nice.
guide.
anyway, I've been in therapy a long time. So
Completely unrelated,
Oh.
but therapy
It's
is
been
great.
fine.
That's some shit that my mom would say. So you're not on TV.
Oh, so you're not on TV.
I was like, we're in 2025. Everything's on streaming.
Like no one has a
Who the
cable
fuck
box
watches
anymore,
TV?
right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, it's all apps, but it's on Paramount. So
When I,
catch your girl.
fuck yeah,
That's so good.
I'm excited to see last season. One is it out now?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm excited to see.
yeah.
next
It
season.
came out in February, and then we're filming this season right now.
So I was like thinking, I was like writing in our notes, and I'm like, okay, Bar Rescue. I'm like, is John really that mean?
This is the number one question.
I know.
People always go, "What's John like? What's John like?" Like panic. John is so nice.
I could.
I'm
yeah.
sure
John
it's all
is
an act.
So nice. It's
Yeah.
not an act. I'll say that because like nothing's scripted, by the way. Like it
Really?
yeah. We film so much. We film like 10 to 15 hours a day. Of
Holy
content.
That was
shit.
the other question
And
I
it
was
gets
going to ask.
snipped to this. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like here's your script, go memorize these lines. Like, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
Like,
Huh.
that's that. But obviously, like, everybody's like a character, right? Like, I'm
Sure.
a character. I am who I am. Like, John is like a character.
Absolutely.
And he's just so fantastic. Like, he obviously like gets intense and it'll get a reaction out of somebody, what have you. But like, the guy's smart. Like, when
He's getting upset for a reason.
yeah. Yeah, because he watches very easy things. And even, it's also respect. Like, if you're talking to them and they just, like, ignore you or roll your eyes, whatever, it's like, I don't care what we're talking about. Like, put your eyes back in your head.
Yeah, now you're not even listening.
I'll
And
go.
like,
We're fucking here to
just
help you, like-
Exactly. Like you
But you're-
asked for this.
Also, I feel like another big issue with bar owners is ego. Like their
Always.
ego is just so hurt, and they just don't want to hear what they need to hear.
Yep.
And
We always actually kind of start the same way, too, where, like, this is their bar. We're not doing anything. By the end, every single time, they're crying. They're thankful. They're happy. Because it's like, hey,
you
man.
don't want to
it's
hear it
kinda
right now,
rewarding.
but
I'm really not here to rip you to pieces. Like, I will. But I also, like, will rip my friends to pieces.
Yeah.
But the end goal is always really good. And
Yeah.
it's so, like, powerful. But,
It's-
I love John. John is, like, a sweet spot for me. He's so nice.
shout out to John.
He's a Scorpio, too.
Oh,
so-
okay. See, he okay. That makes sense.
Us water signs,
I'm a fire sign. I think I'm just always on it.
This bitch is a triple Aries.
Yowzas.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy. I need.
I
some
don't
more.
know what that
I
means,
want some more of this.
but
Wow,
We're
we're
just-
just ripping this tequila.
We're
there's-
sipping.
I think this was the last.
We're sipping and
But
we
ripping.
do have
We have
another
another
bottle.
bottle.
We got
behind
the other
you.
one. It's just so
We
good.
didn't start with a full bottle, guys.
No, we
just
did not,
So
no.
you know, we
Yeah.
just drank an entire bottle in 31 minutes.
Dear God, absolutely not. No, this is just
Wow,
like
your timing's
leftover.
great. We're at 35 minutes.
Because
Wow, look at me. Price is Right rules. I still win.
we do sell this at Goodtimes and Pearl Diver, so we had it here. So we're like, which is why we're recording an episode here today, just to give some love to Goodtimes. But yeah, this is behind the bar, so we're like, we're just gonna sip this first, and then
Yeah.
and then crack into the new one.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this. Oh,
I got it.
another
I got
pour
it.
spout. She brought her own bottle.
Look at all these.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Well, we don't have to crack this.
I'm
one.
here to
Just
leave.
it.
Shot boy.
Come on,
I'll
shot
leave
boy,
this
get in
for
here.
you.
He's here to leave what
You can bring
we
this home
drank.
to your husband when we're done.
So what's your go-to? let's cut this a little bit and just what's your go-to drink right now? Like, what do you when
Jim
you're
Beam.
obviously you
Jim Beam on the rocks.
okay, yeah.
Okay, sir.
But no,
I love Jim Beam. Actually,
no. So like I've been a Jim Beam girl my entire life. I literally have one bourbon, one scotch, one beer tattooed on my fingers. So when I hold a drink, it has this.
oh my god. Okay, what do you have?
That's awesome.
Just a bourbon. Okay, sorry.
Bourbon, one scotch, one beer. Like the song, you know.
That's a 3-drink minimum right there.
It is.
Shout out
I
to
usually
Pat.
always have 3 drinks too.
Yeah.
No, my go-to drink right now, obviously, I really am drinking Quintalisa on the rocks all the time.
Yeah. Why wouldn't
because
it? It's so good.
so clean, and just in general, like I'm a big clean drinker. I'm actually not a cocktail mommy, even though this is what we do all day. I'll take a sip of
say
it
the
and
same
I
enjoy
think
it.
that makes sense. So when you're around it all the time,
Yeah,
like
that's the last thing you want.
it's just you see what the liquor is or the whatever it is for what it is, and you don't need to add anything else, and you appreciate for what it
Yes.
is. So it makes sense. It's like when we get off work, when you're done filming a really long day. It's like I appreciate the nice fancy little cocktails that you guys have, but I don't want an espresso martini right now. I want to rip a shot
And sip a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just vibe.
Yeah.
That, and I feel like there's so many times where you're looking at a menu at a bar that you haven't been to yet, and you're like reading all the ingredients, and you're like, I know exactly what this is going to taste like.
Yes.
I'm good. Like, I'm just going to have a beer.
I
and
want
a
it
shot.
clean. I drink a lot of wine too.
We love some wine.
What's your fave?
Yeah.
What's your fave
I
kind of
mean,
wine? Or
I'm
what are you into right now?
Really into like funky orange wines. I feel 'tis the season, you know, like I
Yeah.
can't get enough of them. And
It's very summer.
Have you been to Sauce
We
yet?
love a good pet nap.
I haven't been to Sauce, which is crazy because Sauce is from Brooklyn. I tried to go once and it was jam packed.
Sure.
But
Because it's new. It's in the new stages, so
Yeah.
people are excited
They
about
just
it.
opened a back patio, which I didn't realize they even had a patio.
oh really?
They
I
just
gotta peep
opened
that.
it.
Butter
Yeah.
Lamp though, like their wine list
Love.
is great.
I
You
love
get some of their
butter lamp.
Girl, I go there and I get a little sourdough loaf to take home.
Oh, so good.
And then I eat 2 slices of it and then it goes bad.
They're doing it
You
correctly.
gotta freeze it. Slice it up and then freeze it.
I know.
Do better.
I'm a fresh bread girl.
yeah.
I feel you gotta. But my friend's making sourdough right now. Everyone's doing cool stuff. But
Yeah.
funky orange wines, that's like
It's
where
giving
I'm at right now.
2020. Everybody with their sourdough starters.
Yeah, we're back.
We're so
And
bad.
banana bread. So there was a lot of that during COVID. But no, it's, yeah. What was I saying? I forgot.
Who knows?
Sorry, my brain.
Yeah.
So let's
what are
get
we
in.
drinking
So
right now?
you've been everywhere. You've done all
I've
these
been
things.
everywhere.
That was literally in my head singing that song. Do you have any, like, I don't know, tell us something fucking crazy that's happened to you over the years. Like, I don't know, does something crazy happen to you? I mean, I guess you've already
I'm sure you
kind of
got some
told us
crazy
some shit that's
stories.
already crazy. The guy from fucking Bar Rescue came in and said, hey, you want to fucking do this? And I
He
don't
sounded
know,
just like that too. when he said it,
kicking
too.
people out, or has anybody shat in your bar? Like, some.
I mean,
Everybody has a poop story.
Everybody has a poop
definitely-
story.
Oh, yeah. You want a poop story? I got one. All right. So
It's just something that's always, like, every single guest consistently, no matter what they've done, where they've been, there's always something that has
this
to do
to
with
me
fecal
was
matter.
like a horrifying one too. So
Ooh.
I was working in like a bar in New York City, not even like a fancy one. And I think a bunch of these girly pops were out for brunch in their sundresses. 'Twas summer for sure. And just, they probably shouldn't have even been out anymore. I didn't even serve this girl. I didn't even see her at any point, but also like it was one of those bars that was like 3 deep at all times. you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
And we had an outside, so like whatever.
Everybody just looks like just like memes or like Sims. They're not even real people. You're just
it's just
like, yeah,
you're just a
just
bob
turning and
until,
burning.
like I see your
Yeah.
eyeballs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all these girls in their sundresses, you know, living their best brunch life. I guess this girl like hits the deck and like falls kind of like a Raggedy Ann doll, and security like picks her up like under the arms, like
Yeah.
lift her up gently.
No.
Homegirl
Shut myself.
shat herself in her dress
Oh,
on the floor, and like
no.
my security guard just kind of put her
put her
right
back down.
He didn't know what to do.
You're like,
He was like,
I'm sorry.
"Oh." Like she fell, like she didn't like fall like and hit her head or anything. She just like slipped and like hit the ground like on her butt, and he like went to help her, and it was just all on her legs on the ground. It was tough.
Imagine
Tough
being that
brunch
drunk where
moment.
you just lose control of your anus.
I mean,
Like,
I mean, we don't know what she does for a living.
True,
You know?
true, yeah.
However
Hate
she
to
affords
judge.
those mimosas is on her.
But,
But
like-
I was like, oh no.
baby girl.
Have you ever been that drunk where you just shit yourself?
I have never shit myself ever, actually.
Exactly.
And I have Crohn's disease, so that's actually very impressive.
that is incredibly
is-
impressive.
Like, I never have, so I'm ahead of the curve.
Hey guys, have
Proud
you
of
guys
you.
ever shit yourself? Let us know.
Call the number.
Call the number. I got the first half of the number down, but I always forget the rest of it. It's 347-927-8333. Let us know if you pooped your pants. I don't think I've
We
ever.
want the story.
To be completely, I don't think I ever have. I think I've like No, I haven't. If
I've
anything,
had some close calls where I'm like, I know it's coming and I gotta get somewhere.
Of course,
but
that's
like,
normal. But
yeah.
I've peed my pants.
I peed my pants.
I've definitely peed my pants.
I peed my pants a little 2 weeks ago when I was doing the hobby horse races.
That hobby horse thing looks like so much fucking fun at
Tiger.
Tiger Bar.
You know what's even crazier?
I love how
too?
you guys like did the full fit too.
Okay,
like, you guys
wait.
went
Let's
all
set the
out.
scene. Let's set the scene.
Oh,
so,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I just saw it on Instagram.
It was the
so-
day after the Derby, which I love a theme, right?
Yes,
I went
love a
really
theme.
hard
We
for
love
the
a theme
Derby.
party.
I also bet on the winning horse and won. Thank you, clowns that try to bet against me.
Yes,
Oh my
ma'am.
God, that's a flex.
So the day after was like the hobby horse races, like like the stick with a horse head, and you do the run around.
And you
I saw Jesse all dressed in the nines. fucking-
Jesse was on my team.
Yeah.
So we were in teams of 4. You have to make up like a team name. You get all dressed up, and we dressed up in proper jockey attire.
Yes.
So we were wearing
It's
white
badass.
pants,
Yeah.
black riding boots. We had like obviously like the bodysuits and the jackets. Our hair side braided with bows, and I had Quintalisa crops
I know.
that people had to
Badass.
sign a waiver before I gave it to them, because if they hit somebody and hurt them, it's not my fault.
Always sign a waiver.
Enjoy
What was your team name?
the Kentucky.
Yeah.
You get it.
So
you
good.
really do love a theme. I can tell.
So
Yes.
we were just bopping around, and like it is like high intensity, right? And it's my own fault for like not peeing, whatever. But I'm on like the second lap, and I did like a jump, and I hit a jump so hard, like a little pee came out.
Oh.
And of course, in girl math, I go just hold the stick closer up there so
Yeah.
no one
And
sees it.
just
And I'm just like,
tighten it up.
I'm riding
you were
this
wearing
thing
white
like I'm the
pants, though,
fucking
right?
Wizard of Oz, like just crazy.
You're Harry Potter on your fucking
I'm
Quidditch
wearing
stick.
white pants, ma'am. So after, right?
No, but like you can't. Can you see piss in
Well,
white pants?
yes, you could see
What do you
piss.
mean? You can see
Any
piss
color.
in anything.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
So of course, like, and I bought like the cheap Amazon leggings. I didn't buy like a proper riding.
Yeah,
things.
I mean, you're gonna wear them one time and never
I
wear them again.
hand the
Probably.
stick off, and I like asked my friend. I go, I need a favor. I was like, you need
Do
to
a crotch check,
You
please.
need to check, and I was like, I'm gonna walk away slowly, just like look, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna fake time my
The
shoe,
girls
just look.
know.
and they were like,
walk away.
she's like, nope,
check
you're
me.
good, you're good, you're good,
Yeah.
and I was like, and like it wasn't a lot, but I was like, yeah, I definitely just pissed in my leggings.
It was enough to be like,
Riding this
hey,
horse.
can you check me, please?
Yeah.
But the girls, if you know, you know. Always do the little pants check. Be like, hey, would you mind checking me? Everybody knows.
Please help.
That's where
Wasn't
I'm
even
at.
for period that time. It was just for a little piss.
A little piss. A
Yeah.
little-
I don't think I've ever in public peed, but I've been like the one time that I peed my pants. I was like lived across, so from St. Louis area, but where I lived was across the river in Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
But like we were so close to downtown St. Louis, it was like five miles, if that. I used to work over in St. Louis, and I got off a really long shift. We went and had some beers, whatever, and then I was like, I think my bladder's bigger than it is. I'm like, I'll be fine. It's like a 15-minute drive home. I literally am like about to turn onto my street, and I go, oh no.
It's
I was-
always when you're that close to home.
I think your body
Or
just
that-
knows.
you're-
You're
like,
like, oh,
it's-
this is the finish line.
Exactly.
Goodbye.
It's like preparing. It's like, oh, you're so close. Like, yeah, let's
my
go.
body
I'm ready
was,
now.
It hurt. I was rocking
That
my foot. It
is
hurt. Also, I was driving this
worst.
shitty little Saturn. It was like my first car ever that I paid for by selling fake IDs.
Okay, you could
Call
probably come
feds.
back into that now with all these IDs. Being real IDs.
Yeah, I'm gonna start fucking. I'm gonna
Start selling real IDs and get back to me. Another side hustle.
We're gonna not have this podcast. The federal government's probably gonna fucking arrest
We're
me.
getting flagged. I'm calling ICE.
But yeah, no, I had.
Poor joke. I'm sorry.
Fuck ice.
Facts. Fuck ICE.
So I had cloth seats in this thing, and I'm like, fuck, if I piss in this seat, it's gonna like, how am I gonna get it out? Like, it's just gonna be there. So
yeah, like in your car seat too.
So I turn on the street, and I'm like, oh, I mean, surely nobody's up. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe. Pull over, and there's someone right where I pull over, there's someone sitting on their porch. I'm like, what are you doing?
Go in your home.
Meanwhile, what the fuck am I doing? So I just
peeing
like,
on the side of the road.
I literally,
I wouldn't even care. I've done it in traffic before.
No, I was in a lot of pain, and I had to just drive, and I pissed all over myself.
In the car?
In the
Yeah.
car?
No,
Okay,
I would
no.
have. I wouldn't have cared. I would have
I
opened
wouldn't have
both doors. You create a little moment for yourself.
Babe, I had one door. It was one of those, just one door, and then they had like
two-door
this little
Saturn.
side door that opened up on the side or whatever. But
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
No,
I
one time
panicked.
I was in traffic. I was literally okay. So like if you're living in East Nashville, if there's ever a show at Nissan Stadium, you are absolutely
Jail.
fucked if you're trying to get
Yeah.
into Nashville proper. And I was trying to go to work. I was like the late in at Flamingo one night. I was in at like 10 p.m. And I was like, I even left early as hell because I knew the show would be letting out when I was trying to get to work.
the worst.
And I was stopped at a stoplight for a solid 40 minutes and nobody moved. Like it was just everything.
That's
only one bridge is available getting over to the other side of the. It's bonkers.
Well, they're moving the stadium closer.
I know. Yeah.
So that's
it's
maybe even worse.
Who the fuck knows? But regardless, I was like to a point where I was like, I have to pee so bad, and I don't know what to do, and I can't move. I can't even pull over. There's nothing to do. So I literally just like opened my car door. I put my car in park, opened my car door, and I just like waved to the person behind me. And I was just like,
sorry.
I just like dropped trout.
We've all been here for fucking 40 minutes. Like, please.
There's nothing I could do.
Look away.
Yes. Look away. Please.
But also too, I feel like if I was that car, I'd be like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, exactly. Like respect, nothing
Get
but
after it.
Just pee, guys.
Get after it.
It's just pee. Knowing me, I probably like just hadn't shaved in a while and it was just like full bush or some dumb shit. But like, who cares?
Shout out to Bush because I've been rocking one my whole life. So
Proud of you.
not my whole life, but for the most part. TMI. So sorry. We're not talking about my Bush.
Guys, we're only
This
talking
podcast
about
is purely
stuff.
TMI.
We're talking about Quintalisa, bitch.
Speaking of this, guys, we won a gold medal today for this. Actually,
Tell us more.
We just got I mean, we're always winning these crazy awards.
Y'all be winning.
We got in Agavos today, and we won a gold medal.
Badass.
So it's up on my.
God, that's gotta be
So we're
so fun
celebrating.
to work for such a awesome brand and like you're able. It's gotta be so rewarding.
Well, I mean, obviously, yes, it is, but it is nice to be like, this is good, right? This is good, right? And then you just wait for people, and they're like, wow, this is fucking great. And I'm like, okay, good.
Imposter syndrome's real.
Always.
It's so
no
real.
matter how many things we're doing, it still is very powerful to like watch people go through their first moment. And I'm like, no, we have something good here.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
different.
This is fucking
It's
awesome.
Unique, So.
Yeah. And the bottle's cool too. I
Yeah.
remember you talking about it once. Like there's like a whole reason for it.
Yeah, so
Tell us about the bottle.
Quintal means 100-pound weight. So the bottle, obviously, it's all black. It's opaque glass. It's Mexican glass too, because everything we do is literally from that land, right down to the labels on it. But the bottom part that has this like a little bit
ribbing.
of like a
Ribbing
grip.
for her
For
pleasure.
her pleasure.
It is.
Sorry, couldn't help myself.
I could take this in a whole other direction right now, but I will not. So the whole base of it is meant to look like, like a weight in a gym, like the gripping on it. So like when I always say like for the bold, it has to do with the flavor profile, who we are as a brand, the fact that our master distiller, she's one of only 9 female master distillers ever.
What's your name?
Ileana Partida.
Shout out.
Partida Tequila. So yeah, she is a generational distiller.
What a
and
cool bitch.
But she's also just like hot and cool.
Ooh.
Like she's a flawless little baddie. And I also
Love
love
it.
that too, that when we go to shows, like people will kind of like sidestep her, like, oh yeah, who's the wife? And it's like, nope, it's her.
It's like she is
Like,
that bitch. Actually,
She is that bitch. Like
Yeah.
one of 9 in the world. Come on.
That's
outta here.
fucking impressive.
That is
So it's just
badass.
like all these things. Also too, why I was so, legs over head for this opportunity, because like it is organic, we're sustainable. It's a female baddie at the helm. Like these are all the things I care about.
Yeah, that was checking all your boxes.
Cruising into my 40s.
Yeah.
That's actually all I care about.
Yeah.
Because everything's just been like, shut up, sit down. I'm like, nope.
Absolutely
Here we are.
fucking not.
Here we are.
Yeah, loud
Oh,
and
yeah.
fucking. I also orange is my favorite color, so love
Giving
that.
Halloween.
It's giving.
And people always ask about the stripe too, because it looks like a little
Off-kilter,
off-center, but
yeah.
it's meant to be. So the coffee is from Chiapas, and Chiapas is as close to Guatemala as you're going to get. So it's a different flavor profile for my coffee drinkers out there. But that's like the homage, like the stripes that they put on the coffee bags, on the like burlap bags. That's
love.
what they do. That's how they denote it there. And
That's
it's
really
a
cool.
little. So we always keep the integrity of it with everything that we do. Even
Little
like on my business
details.
card has that.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a little stripe on your business card?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to like always show like what it is. I have them here. I'll show you.
Show us.
Just block the numbers.
It's the
Yeah, don't
it's just
call
the
me.
little shit like that it's just every little
See?
detail counts.
And it's like the paintbrush stroke too,
That's
where it's
cool.
like the runoff.
Yeah.
So everything that we do, we always put that like integrity thing.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's important, you know.
the little details do make such a difference.
Yeah.
I agree. That is really, really cool. And we love it.
You know, there's a bunch of brands just doing grain alcohol in there right now.
Now I'm just like looking at it.
Last episode
cute.
we were talking about fucking Everclear.
Let me tell you,
Let me
I
tell
did
ya.
enjoy some Everclear in my college days.
The original question was, do you remember the first liquor drink that you ever had?
Yes. You
And
beat
what
me to
was it?
Do you remember the first sip of alcohol you ever had?
Yeah. I'll tell you what it was.
Tell us.
I opened up a dusty bottle of 99 bananas.
Shut the fuck
and
up.
raced it with a hot Bush Light.
Oh.
And honestly, like,
It wasn't that bad.
do
That
you
doesn't
want to
sound the
know
worst.
how I know I haven't come too far in my life? Because I was at Union Hill Trading Post last night.
Oh, I
My
haven't been there yet.
Girl, you're crazy. We have a billionaire's margarita on the menu.
Okay,
We'd be in there.
It's been a topic of conversation in our home that we have to go. I
have
also,
to
Robert,
An angel.
one of the
actual
very
angel.
first parties that we did at Lakeside, our live taping, he sponsored it with Standard Proof.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shout out
Love
to
him.
him. I saw him at Turkey and the Wolf yesterday, but he zoomed past me and I didn't get to say hi. So
We love him more than life. But
he's badass.
Standard Proof, I absolutely love. I'm a big cinnamon fan in general. I
Their
don't like
cinnamon
Red Hot.
whiskey's fire.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
But
We have it here.
it is
You want some?
Bush apple season.
Oh,
So
it sure
last night,
is.
we
With
made
the cinnamon
apple
Shut
cinnamon bombs, and we had a
You're
half.
onto something here.
I'm a mixologist, babe. Okay,
Period.
Keep up. And like, I was like, I know you guys have those Bush apples here. He's like, we do. And I was like, all right. And like, they go in the back. Like, Courtney's the best. She goes and like gets them out of the back. We crack them open. We do like half cups, and we're putting the cinnamon Standard Proof in there. And he's like, this is really good. Like,
Yeah.
we are gonna push this as
Drink
a
of the
special. I was like,
summer.
Yeah. I was
Drink
like,
of the summer.
It sounds like fall. It sounds seasonal. Bitch, I would drink that year round. That
Yeah.
sounds delightful.
pie
No,
is
you're right.
pie. you know?
Exactly. And it's
Good.
good. It's an
Hey,
American
shout out to Pie.
Shout out to pie.
I'm always looking for a fucking shout out.
We love pie here.
Shout out to
Anytime.
3.14.
What's your favorite
apple,
pie?
Cherry.
Mine's cream.
Oh,
I gotta go.
shout out to cream pie.
There was no hesitation. Too. It was
you-
just, mine's cream.
I'm over here thinking like, do I like blueberry? Do I like she's
I
cream?
had to go to the gym.
I was
with
like,
it.
go
I had
straight for the
pumpkin
Joe.
ready to go. I was like,
call,
Happy
her,
Halloween.
call her Little Debbie.
Oh, I'm sure she'd been called Little Debbie.
I'm the one that had a baby here.
I know,
so am I Little Debbie? Anyways,
She is.
oh, this has been so great. So to wrap it up, we like to do a last call lightning round. We're just gonna hit you with a few questions.
Okay.
Just answer them. Boom. What's your guilty pleasure drink? Like the drink that you're like, oh, I shouldn't love this, but like I love Malibu. All my friends give me shit for it. And Malibu and Diet, chef's kiss.
That is your drink of the summer for sure.
Yeah, I love that suntan lotion, babe.
It's a Miami Vice. If I see it, I need it.
Fuck yeah.
Oh God, that's the
Yeah.
worst.
Love a Miami Vice.
Yeah.
What's your go-to karaoke song? Do you sing karaoke?
Criminal Fiona Apple.
Ooh,
Runner up Black
sexy.
Velvet Alana Miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
She
I'm
knows.
sultry.
Both
I'm
very
making eye
sexy
contact.
songs.
I'm making
Yeah.
eye contact,
Yes.
you know?
You're picking out some dude in the audience.
Oh,
You're going, this one's for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is a silly
John.
question because I feel like you're doing what you should be doing, but like if you weren't in this industry, what do you think that you would be doing? Like if you weren't, yeah.
Probably writing full time. Like I do write for
Awesome.
Bartender Magazine and like a couple other like editorial picks, but I think I would be doing that more. Like I just
Cool.
love reading and writing and more like quiet activities, which sounds like hilarious because I'm like
Yeah.
a loud personality, but
It makes sense.
it's not like my truth.
That's about
interestingly
balance.
enough.
Yeah. It's like, it's the act that you put on. It's
Yeah.
like, it's your job.
I
and you
love
have to do
writing.
that. But yeah.
What are you reading right now?
badass.
I just finished, I'm thinking of ending things because I'm in a book club and we're.
Shout out
Are
to
you-
book club.
Are you in that book club?
I am. I've missed the last
I'm
two.
ahead. I'm very ahead. And I haven't been to any of these book club meetups, which is
You've been
actually
out of
even worse
town, I
because I'm out of
know.
town
Oh,
every
yeah.
effing time it
Shout out
happens.
Demi for starting this book club, and I love her so much. And I'm really
White
pumped.
limo, Demi, let's go.
But I've unfortunately had to miss the last two, but I am coming to this month's. So.
She added me to the email chain.
Hell yeah.
I know.
So
'cause
I'll
she's
see you
just
at a book
started
club then.
She
Yeah.
just started reading too. Like
Just
it's
started
a newer
reading.
thing.
And they're all like kind of
She
like
just learned how to read.
Sound it out.
I'm a very nonfiction. I like nonfiction.
Fair. Okay.
I haven't reached my fictional area yet, but it's coming.
Okay.
It
fair.
should.
I'm
give
probably
you, I'll
gonna
give
I'm
you
gonna be
some
reading
options.
smut,
I'll give you
like
some recommendations.
sitting at the library, like reading
That's
the
the
most
one thing
disgusting.
I can't do smut. I can't do
smut.
smut.
That's the one.
I need to know like how she's dying in an alleyway.
Yeah.
Because also that's not really fiction.
It's
Yeah.
That's kind of
it's
what
so
we're doing these
fucking
days.
bizarre.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I can't get into it either.
That's
And
okay.
it's not
Okay.
funny.
What's your favorite bar in the city? Or one that you've just been
You don't have
hanging
to
out?
claim nepotism.
Yeah, or like
Rosie's
or
twin kegs.
Rosie's.
Okay, so Rosie's twin kegs have been thrown around the word a lot lately. The bar, whatever. I just learned about it.
I've actually never been.
I've never been either.
I'll tell you why I love it in
Tell us.
fucking 10 seconds. By that I mean
Yeah,
35.
give me elevator pitch. Let's go.
They older crowd, realistically.
Love it.
Okay.
Older crowd. But I went in there, unbeknownst to me, what this place was at like 5 p.m. on a Saturday, and there's like this cover band. They play once a month from 4 to 6. All older cats.
All the
They're
oldies are coming out for the cover band,
70-year-old
babe.
guys. When I tell you I'm the youngest person in this room by 30 years, these people are 60,
Yeah.
70, 80, having the absolute time of their life. Everyone's
Aw.
standing, everyone's running around, their beers are in the air, they're
Oh, I
all
love
singing,
it.
they're having, I've never been in a better environment. And like, I would give up a Miami club any day of my life
For that.
to be at Rosie's Twin Kegs at
Yeah.
5 p.m.
Heard it here first. Go to Rosie's Twin Kegs.
Also, maybe don't ruin the place. It's perfect.
Actually, yeah.
Don't go there. You didn't hear it.
You can only go there if you're above 70. Okay.
What part of town is that in?
It's like close to the airport. That's
Oh,
all I
T-
really
oh,
know.
that's
because I'm new
close
here. I don't
to
know
my
what to do.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I ate a Krispy Kreme for the first time in my life across the street afterwards. It was awesome.
There's
But
a Krispy Kreme across the
For
street.
the first time ever.
Yeah.
You were 38 the first time you had a
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme?
Yeah.
How was it? Life changing?
I was chained in a basement most of my life. It was actually incredible.
Yeah, hence the therapy.
I did get sick from
dead.
it, but
It's straight sugar
from my
and
body.
oil.
Just not used to eating
That
oil and sugar.
understandably.
But I loved it. Everything about that day was
so
perfect.
good.
It is
It's such
delightful.
an indulging
Yeah.
thing.
It is, yeah. Very much
Okay, last
indulgent.
question. Well, not last question. Last question of the lightning round. Favorite drunk food? Girl, what you ordering when you about to pee your pants?
My favorite. I think it's also like my drunk food versus not my drunk food. Like
I'll eat that shit sober type shit.
I'm a pizza mommy. Like
Okay,
I'm from
T.
New York. I've eaten that
I love
pizza.
New York pizza.
I was at Pizza Lolo last night because always like I will die before I'm not at a Pizza Lolo pop up at Coral Club on Wednesdays. Like I'm out of town.
I still
or
haven't
I'm
been,
at-
and I'm pissed off.
Guys, we really need to get it together.
I
Okay,
know.
we need to go to the
Let's
pizza pop
go.
up.
We gotta go.
We're doing a whole
But
last day.
pizza
It's
is my
already
thing.
decided.
Okay, so Pizza Lolo is like closest thing to New York style pizza.
It's not New York style. That's
Okay,
the thing. It's
okay.
Neapolitan, but like there's not any real good pizza here that I found.
know. So that was gonna be
Desano's
my
was my
question.
only other one. I
Desano's.
love Desano's. The
We love
cannolis there are
Desano's.
fucking insane.
Yeah.
I've been like searching. So my family, I was born in New Jersey. All my family is from New Jersey. So like we've been to New York, we've been to New Jersey. I've had a taste of that
Yeah.
style. It's my number one favorite style of pizza. So I've been trying to find. They've got all these random pop-ups that are like New York style pizza, but I'm like, is it?
Is
I mean,
it
we'll
though?
say,
Is it?
Roberta's at Urban Cowboy.
Yeah.
now. Roberta's is always good.
Yeah.
And like those guys are awesome.
I'm
Agreed.
still
I
looking for.
obviously
I want a
never been to
piece
New
of
York.
pizza the size of my head that actually tastes like a New York style pizza.
Yeah.
pizza,
Yeah,
you know?
they're-
That's the dream.
I'll see you in New York then.
We're okay. Okay, we're working on it.
It's like, again, I finally convinced her to go to Tails this year. She's never been to Tails,
my
but I
God.
love BCB, and so I want to get her up next year for BCB.
Listen, I'm a mama. You know what I'm saying? I
I
gotta
get it.
fucking raise this
I get it.
godforsaken baby. Shout out to my baby. Okay, last question before we end it all. If you could have a drink with anyone, dead or alive, number one person you would want to sit down and just fucking shoot the shit with, have a drink with, who would it be?
Martha Stewart.
Badass.
Oh, that's such a good
She's
answer.
a bad
She's a badass.
bitch.
And she
Oh,
went
yeah.
to prison.
Dude, everything about her too. Did you watch her documentary?
No.
I've seen clips on TikTok, but I've been told to watch it.
Her documentary is incredible. And also too,
cool.
like everything about her just being like, I'm gonna capitalize on housewife stuff. This is so smart to do a merger and a collaboration with Kmart. It's affordable. Blah, blah, blah.
She's such a businesswoman.
She's such a businesswoman, goes to jail and comes out with Snoop Dogg as her best friend.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You're incredible, Martha Stewart. I love you.
Shout out to Martha Stewart.
She's the original baddie.
Dude,
Yeah.
she's
You know?
so.
I was listening to her interview with Seth Meyers a couple weeks ago when, like, because she's hosting a new show somewhere, and like literally his question was for something that she was doing, like, why are you doing this? She's like, because I want to and I can. And I was like,
She's so strong.
yes, fucking
but she
ma'am.
also reinvents herself, like depending on what's going on. Like,
Exactly.
Yes.
she
She's
did
still
a sit
current.
down with Pamela Anderson, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
would give anything to
I
be
love
in
Pamela
that
Anderson.
gardening
Shout out to Pam.
Yeah.
with Pamela Anderson in her moment right now. No makeup,
She's
no
a
nothing.
baddie.
Uh-huh.
I love
Doing
her.
this gardening,
Yeah.
baking her breads,
Mhm.
being an unapologetically fucking perfect woman.
Yes.
I love her. I will defend her till the day that I die.
Same.
Fuck yeah.
And Martha Stewart and Pamela Anderson sitting down together, I'm like, we're healing.
Yeah.
This is my.
I
This is
just
my.
I just
Becca.
want to be. Yeah, I want to be a little fly on the wall. In
This
that
is
room.
my god.
Two smart fucking women.
Yes.
Just killing it.
That is my religion.
I think that's kind of like the
atmosphere atmosphere of this episode. Unapologetic women that are just fucking doing badass shit. And we're very thankful that you were able to spend some time with us. I know.
We're so happy
it worked out.
Can you tell us shameless plug, where can they find you? Where can they find Quintalisa? Like, what's going on?
You can find me in these streets.
First and foremost,
I be in these streets.
In the streets.
I mean, in like, obviously whatever liquor stores. We're out and about here in Tennessee. We're in Pearl Diver. We're in Tiger. Gramps. Bike nights, Union Hill Trading Post, like I said, my absolute favorite. We're here at Goodtimes on menu.
Epcot.
Yeah, we're in Epcot. No big deal. Those are like the big ones around here.
Where can we find you?
Yeah. What's your Instagram for Quintalisa, and what's your Instagram? Personal.
I mean, this is just, Quintalisa Tequila. Cool. And I am the Alli Torres, no E, just L-I.
You can find her on Bar Rescue too, bitch. Paramount.
Yeah.
Just, borrow your mom's login or your brother's login.
See me on LinkedIn looking real proper too. But yeah.
Running shit. Well, thank you so much. This was such a fucking awesome episode. But before we go, of course, we got to plug our fucking number like I already did before. But call us, text us, call me, beat me if you want to.
Reach me.
Thank you.
347 wasted.
347-927-8333. Yeah. You can follow us at Wasted Truth Pod on Instagram. TikTok, YouTube. You can follow me at Jelly Vanilli with 2 eyes, and you can follow Nick
at Nicolette K, spelled Nikoletteke.
And if you don't tip 20%, your mom's a hoe.
And also, always remember,
your hair looks great,
and we love you.
Oh yeah.
Want to do a ho yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
It was a beautiful ho yeah. They would say one of the best.